Yo, welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Big up to my damn in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Monday, happy brand new week. I hope all is well. Hope everybody is up and doing well for this brand new week, people. Let's make it a great week. Let's make it a great week. First of all, let's make it a great day. Some of you guys already probably towards the end of the day already. So big up to all of you guys, man. Thank you for joining me once again for another episode of LFC Transfers. Big news going around. Please come on in. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. You know the deal, the house cleaning stuff. I have to say it because sometimes some people forget to click the like. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on in. Let's discuss. Let's talk. So many things to talk about. First of all, I just want to make sure that my community is doing well. I hope all of you guys are doing well. Hopefully, most of you guys had a great weekend. Healthy weekend, that is. Everybody's doing well, Thank you for joining. Big up to CJ in the building, came through to the barbershop. How you doing, CJ? Thank you for joining us over the weekend. Appreciate you, brethren. Thank you. People, come on in, man. Come on in. As you're walking in, please hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't subscribed. Road to 1,000 is in full effect. You guys know it's gonna be the house chicken sauces versus Crazy Bold if we get to 1,000. Big up to Irish Anfield man, Irishman who came in. He said, we have to put my sauces to the test. And right now I'm riding really high, 98%. And when the Isak situation happens, it might just be only one chicken wing that I have to probably eat because, at this point, I'm riding at 98%. You see what I'm saying? So everything I've been saying has been, according to the sources, I've been coming in. So big up to all of you guys, man. Let's get this thing on the show on the. First of all, over the weekend, the team got to Japan, and as soon as they landed in Japan, big news breaking down saying that Bayern has successfully have their bid accepted. So Luis Diaz, aka Lucho, will be making his way to Munich. Yes, sir. Good to hear that, man. Good to hear that. I'm glad all is good, man. Let's keep it that way, man. Let's keep that way. So they said Luis Diaz making his way to Germany right now. I believe he's gonna be going in for his physical sometime this week, probably tomorrow, since he's flying across the other side of the globe back to Europe. Man, big up to Faz in the building. Thank you. How you doing? Anfield Irishman is in the house. How y'all doing? I hope all y'all doing well. You have a wonderful week, and have a great. Yes, sir. All is well, brother. Thank you so much. All is well. Appreciate you. If any of you guys are available, man, come through. Let's have a quick chat. I'm not going to hold too many people. And I don't want to be regurgitating the same thing that everybody's been saying. My community, we've been giving you guys straight up. We either we break the news first or we are right there. So there's no need for me to keep saying the same thing over and over. Everybody's trying to say the same thing. Big up to Lee Whiskey. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. People, please hit the like button, man. Let's get to 50 likes ASAP so we can continue, man. So I don't have to keep bugging you guys. You know what I mean? So yes, back to Diaz. Anfield Irishman's agenda has successfully worked. He was able to convince the hierarchy of the Bayern Munich to be able to fork up the money that is needed to take Luis Diaz from Liverpool. And some people feel like it's a good deal. Rival fans are shocked how we were able to make it. I don't get why they keep getting surprised. This is Liverpool. We got Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes at the helm. What do you guys think, man? Big up to N90, man. We miss you over the weekend, man. I was hoping you would come through and join us for the uh, community call in. Hopefully, we'll see you this coming weekend, man. I hope all is well with you, man. Irishman, I know your agenda has successfully. It wasn't Richard Hughes who successfully got Diaz out of Liverpool or got Munich to pay for Liverpool, pay for Diaz. Is this brethren right here, aka Irishman? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Diaz. First of all, I need to say thank you, Lucho. It hasn't been easy being at Liverpool. His first 6 months, we were like, yo, we got something. I mean, the man was successfully able to move Mane to the middle. And Rasta is in the building. Rasta, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Just allow me to finish my soliloquy on Lucho right now. You know what I mean? Lucho's on his way out. Big up to you, Rasta. Hope all you guys are doing well. Thank you for coming through the barbershop. Please hit the like button. People, we got royalty in the building, man. We got Fozzy's in the house. We got Anfield Irishman's in the building. The Beige and Red family is in the house. So please go to every single channel and subscribe if you haven't. We on this Isak thing still. Brother, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. At this point, I don't know what to tell you, Rasta. But one thing that I've realized is the more you get negative, the more things get very close. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see that pattern. I told you that last week. The more you get skeptical and get negative, the more this thing becomes more and more closer to being done. So please continue. Big up to Badro. He's in the building. Welcome back, Irefield Irish man. How you doing, brother?
Very well, very well. How are you?
Good to
Yeah,
see
we
you.
need that Rasta crop energy to work its magic.
Yeah, we need that. I'm starting to see that. Even Badro, I have successfully moved Badro to the positives light. As you can see now, he's on the light of Isak. He said, big up, if Sesko reject Newcastle, it will be difficult to sign Isak. Well, that's not our problem. We told Newcastle take the money long time ago. That's their problem. It will just make you right. It will just make things take a little bit longer. But Manchester United don't have the cash. I don't know why they are in this race in the first place. How long did it take him to get in Buemo? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said Newcastle can sign a replacement, so they won't sell. Irishman. At this point, I don't know what else to tell this brother. Please put something in his head. I think when he went back to the home soil, he had too much rum. So bring him back. Go ahead, Irishman.
No, I don't. I won't try and Look, Ross is gonna be the way he is. But hey, look, they have a point. If they don't get someone else in, it is gonna throw a fly in the ointment.
Mm-hmm.
It is the worry, without a doubt. It is the worry, and the fact that they haven't really been able to get any transfers they want done over the line this summer either.
Mm.
Man United are sticking their oar in. I mean, I don't like it. I think, yeah, Isak is going to be sitting there, not a very happy bunny at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be he's going to be watching this just like we are. He's going to be on the
Right.
phone to his agent going, "Have they signed anyone yet? What's going on? Is Sesko coming in? Are they going to get him?" He's going. So it's Look, I get the yeah. No, look, I think it's a fair point. The fact that they don't have a replacement in yet. I mean, you can't argue with that.
I'm still here.
You gone?
Can you hear me, Irishman?
I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had to switch Wi-Fi. I don't know why I switched to my phone one. I wasn't getting any service properly, so I apologize, people. Production, you fine again. Please continue. I apologize.
No, that's it. That's what I was saying. Like
Mhm.
you can't argue with the fact. It's a fair point.
No, this is what I want. Like before we get back, Rasta, don't go anywhere, but I need to go back to Lucho. I want to say thank you, Lucho. First, his first 6 months, he was a revelation. He was able to successfully move Mane to the middle of the park. After that, I feel like the following year, he started, probably was the best player in Liverpool, and then he got injured. Um, After that, things went spiral downhill until I would say last 6 months of club's final year, he woke up again. And then last year, he gave us a very successful season. Um, the reason why I wasn't so critical of Lucho is because I know what type of player he was. He's a lateral moving player. He's a maverick. He was never an assist or a GA person. He just happened to be just a good player who his movement got impaired when he got that knee injury. That injury took a lot of things away from him, right? So for me, yes, I was a little bit sympathetic towards him. And then his family being kidnapped was also something that is not something that anybody wanted. Um, but I just want to say thank you for the service. He won multiple trophies. He won an FA Cup, won a 2 Carabao Cup, and the league. That is a successful player at Liverpool. Now, a lot of people, like Irishman, don't see it that way. But the man gave Liverpool number 20 before he left. And I don't care what anybody says. He was part of the reason why we won the league. So I just want to give him his flowers. I know Irishman don't want to. He's probably biting his tongue right now, bleeding all over his shirt. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Big up to Fuzzy. Fuzzy's in the building. I mean, if Fuzzy can say FSG in, Irishman, you could give Diaz his flowers before he heads out to Munich.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, now that
man.
he's leaving as he's walking out, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, everything he said is correct. Everything he said, absolutely correct. But as I've always thought, he could be you could bring in, you could improve. You could improve on him. And incredible deal. That kind of money for a guy who's going to be 29 in January.
Oh yes,
Incredible deal. Top dollar. We squeezed every last penny out of him. This whole he's not for sale thing. Until they gave us exactly what we wanted. So good deal all around.
Fuzzy, what says you, man? I was able to let Anfield Irishman say something positive about Lucho.
Oh, Lucho. I started to like him last season, innit? Because of coming into the team, playing as a striker.
Yeah.
And, helping out wherever there was, help needed, which is, in the wings and the striker position.
Yeah.
I think the mistake that we did with Lucho was we tried to compare him with Mane. It's impossible, isn't it? It's like trying to compare Mane to Barnes. It's not going to be the same. So I think I was unfair in that, like trying to compare him. He's his own player. He plays in a certain way, and he did his bit. Listen, he's won the Premier League. He's left on a high. All we can say now is thank you for what you did for us, and getting that much money for him right now at his age is a bargain, in my opinion. And Bayern Munich might be paying a lot of money, but he could be the difference for them as well. So it could be a good deal for each teams, if you know what I mean. Casemiro went for 70 million, guys. Casemiro went for 70 million. The guy's not even worth 20 when you watch him right now. So think about what people are saying. He went at age of 30 as well. 17 million, age of 30, and we're complaining about was it 65 million for Luis Diaz at age of 28. I mean, he's still got he's in his prime. He hasn't even reached the peak of his powers yet. So I think people need to relax with the money. That's the current market, man, unfortunately. And you know, he's an established player. He's won the Premier League with Liverpool Football Club. He's won a few cups along the way as well. So he's traditionally a successful player. And don't forget, when he came in January, he actually at the end of the season he won a league with Porto as well. So he's got championships in his hands, man. The guy's a winner, man.
That's the thing. The part where a lot of that's the part where Liverpool fans. I don't know whether during those years we were going through some rough time. So it was very surprising. A lot of Liverpool fans became so unsympathetic about his situation, and it was always result, not looking at the situation that was going on around sending players, right? Let's be honest, even our main guy, Salah, when he came back from AFCON, he was never the same Salah that we're used to. I mean, we damn near him saw he and Klopp get into a fist fight at West Ham. Which was very, very unbecoming. That was very unlike Salah. That's the word I was looking for. I think we as fans, we need to dial it back a little bit and overlook at this criticism and like, oh, well, he's not doing this, he's not doing this. Why is he not doing that? What about the coaching? What's the manager instructions that the manager is giving that these players are not playing the way they're supposed to? Let's be honest. Gakpo, the manager decided to play him in midfield because the manager refused to buy midfielders who could actually play that midfield. And Gakpo, after 3 months, people wanted him out. Same thing with Gravenberg.
No patience in today's football, my friend.
No
problem,
So for me, big up to Beijing Pops. He's in the building. About people, we got two of the four of the Beijing Red family in the building. Big up to all of you guys. Bush, what's the name? Bush Baptiste. Good to see you, brethren. Good to see you. Ale is in the house. QT Mods is in the house. Thank you, all of you guys for coming in. I'm out here giving Irishman like headache. You know, like, brother, Quincy, move on. We're tired of these Diaz loving already. Like I said, if I'm able to make Fuzzy say FSG in, I think it's fair for me to keep, really in.
I'm not going to cry about, spilt milk. Come on, guys. Let's be honest here. They've done their job finally. So
finally,
I mean, I'm not going to sit here.
The job did not, just like Lucho. It's process. It's a process. People forget the process.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a patient guy. I suffered for 30 years. You know what I mean? So give me, time to process this, new process, whatever it is.
No, enjoy it.
As long as those years, you get that mental issue. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. You could ask Irishmen, innit, Irishmen? You have mental issues. I went through depression, man. Come on.
We all have mental issues, clearly.
There you go.
Guys, the trauma has been too long.
Too long, bro. I don't trust nobody. DTA, as a Stone Cold used to say, don't trust anybody. So that's how it is, mate.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, man. Big up to Lucho. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, man.
We love him. And Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich is getting a very good player. In my personal opinion, I felt like Lucho, for players that were moving on the left wing, he was the best out of all of them, including Rodrigo, who I think has a higher ceiling, but Rodrigo hasn't played well in a very long time. He's been very inconsistent last season. Hence the reason, I think that's the reason why Alonso don't want to keep him, because like the reason why I always get worried about Rodrigo is like that he has that final, like, brother, last final punch, do it, but he doesn't. But anyway, let's move on so that Irishman don't leave me. Isak, Imminent, Rasta Crab, where are you at? Come back here. Don't walk down. Don't walk away. Come back here. He said, I don't want Rodrigo. Give me Fofana. People, why will I give you Fofana when I got Rio?
Rio, yeah.
I don't get that part. Irishman, you and I have been talking about this. I'm going to put Isak aside for a little bit.
No. What I didn't know, Kwasi, was Fofana is a left-footed player. I didn't know that. So basically, he is right in Rasta Karab in a sort of way, because Fofana can play on the right. So same thing with Salah, right?
Yeah.
Left-footed player cutting in from the right-hand side, shooting, crossing it, whatever it is. So he is right in that one. So Rio can play on the left and Fofana can play on the right. Rasta Karab is right.
No, I mean, if you say we should get him, but I'm saying, I mean, Salah, there's another gentleman by the name of Mr. Frimpong that it seems like is going to be working with Salah on the right side.
Yeah.
Right now, we are missing a left player. Is it going to be Ekitike? Or do we need to bring somebody else? Irishman, I'm asking again, if you have young Rio who is playing at an age, I mean, he's playing like he's a 25-year-old player. Why do we need to go get somebody who's going to impede the player that we already have? Personally, I think Rio's ceiling is a little bit higher than Fofana. But I'm just going by what we've seen so far.
Yeah, well, if we we don't know what the guys are thinking. I see Fofana potentially as a replacement for Chiesa. Someone who can play across, mainly played off the left, but can play through the middle and off the right. So you have not I don't think Rio's pathway is being blocked by Fofana. I get it. They absolutely don't. But the club of, David Lynch did a thing, and he said he's been briefed by people at the club who said that they do not want to block Rio's path. They want to have 6 forwards, and they see Rio as being the 6th. And they're not going to buy a player that blocks his path. So if they thought Fofana was going to block his path, I don't think they would. So I think you can fit them all in. Yeah, I don't really like the Rodrigo signing either, but I've seen today that they're already talking about bringing down the price, which is what they needed to do.
For Irishman, now they're saying Tottenham are in talks with him.
Yeah, they say Tottenham. He's going to Tottenham. That was a shocker.
That was a shocker, man. But carry on, Irishman. Sorry, man.
So who's going to Tottenham?
Rodrigo. He's talking to them.
Ah, okay. Yeah, see, he just doesn't really seem like a Liverpool buy to me. I don't think he wants to leave Real Madrid, and I think he's been forced out. So that to me just kind of put an end to it, especially if he was being picked up for like £35 million because he got a year left on his deal.
Yeah.
Maybe not the money that they want. It doesn't really seem like a very FSG kind of signing. So I don't know. I could be wrong. He's one of those guys where sure, if he's here and he's playing well, that's cool. It's not the player I have an issue with. I just have an issue with the transfer. I don't think it's a very clever transfer. Too risky. So yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, the Fofana thing apparently he was off to Everton, and so I don't know what's going on there. But I think we need a replacement for Chiesa, and that's someone who can play sort of off the right and through the middle. Maybe Fofana could have been that guy.
But okay, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in Fofana, but watching the way he played against Manchester United, he's a drifter, right? He starts on the left, and then you find him in a number 10 role. Don't you guys think he's going to be getting into the way of Mr. Wirtz?
Not really. It's different type of players. You know what I mean? He plays. What I like about Fofana, like what I've heard of him, I haven't watched him thoroughly. I don't know much about him. But I have reliable people that tell me about players. What I've heard, what he does is he plays on the left-footed, crosses the balls in, obviously post, and he goes through that side and does his business. What impresses me the most in the modern day football, there ain't no left-footed left wingers anymore. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So if he could still do that and attack people that way, that means he's an all-round player. So he could go on the right and do the same thing as well. So when we need think about it this way, guys. Yeah, games are tough. We can't open up the teams. Why don't you, with him, you could actually do an out-and-out winger kind of thing, you know what I mean? So you double up on the wings. You put one right-footed guy on the right, and one left-footed guy on the left, and then you got the fullbacks who are basically similar foots as well. So you could trouble teams putting the balls in the box, and someone's going to be at the end of it. Things like that. You could change game plans along the way if you have players like that can play in different positions. This is what I like about that Fofana kid. Because I always thought like he was right-footed playing on the left, but he's actually left-footed. So listen, he won't step in the way of Rio. Let me just put it that way. Rio is a different player. Rio is similar to Gakpo, but younger version, probably quicker with the ball and all that stuff. And him back in Gakpo, that's good enough for me. But what I said about Rio next season is be an impact player. Imagine the games are tough. Imagine the games we can't open up teams. Bring on Rio so he could give problems to the other teams. We had that with Elzar. Remember Elzar back in the day? And we had that with certain players.
Breaking PTSD, man.
Yeah, man. People, you could do something like that. I don't want to spoil Rio. I don't want to give him too many games too soon. Make him an impact player. I don't want to learn him out either. Make him an impact player and let him learn his trade at the same time. Put him in the cups and things like that. Games which are not important. Let him have his impact in that way. That's what I think in a way, guys.
Okay, people are saying we need to move on to the Isak conversation. But before we do, this thing of he's 16, he's this, Mr. Rio is about to turn 17, right? My thing is, if they don't play with, yes, you want to manage their game time, of course. I didn't say play them against Newcastle, City, back-to-back. That's too much. But if this kid is properly managed, he will be experienced. Remember, there's no difference between when Rio came out and when Sterling first popped up.
Yep. Steven Gerrard.
You know what I mean? People act like we don't have a list of players who have come out at around the same age.
Hang on, wasn't Owen around the same age when he came in against Wimbledon that many seasons ago?
Yeah.
And scored a goal. So I don't see the issue with age, guys. As long as they're good enough, that's fine. But we will nurture them. That's the most important thing at Liverpool Football Club. We don't put them in a situation that they're gonna, have issues afterwards. Just put them gradually. Impact player for now, and then when it's time, like he's ready, innit? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. Let me big up. I think they are. I don't want to say they are gooners, but the Ketchup family. Big up yourself, man. It's a new YouTube family that just popped up. Big up yourself. One of these days, I will. Please invite me to your channel. I will come in there. I believe they have Specs, who's a big time Newcastle fan. So I would love to have a conversation with that brother. But people. At 17, I was eating fufu, playing football all day. But he is not the different type of 17. The idea is people, they have to play. Gone are the days where we hold the player till they're 23 before we show him to the world. Those days are over. You have to let the player progress. These kids are getting younger and younger by the minute. Now you see Arsenal is out here since yesterday. They've been praising Alex, what's his name, Bowman or whatever his name is. I didn't get a chance to watch that match, so I don't know why everybody's praising him. He may be a great talent, but I'm just saying, let's give these kids play time, man. But let's move on to bigger things. Isak to Liverpool, imminent bid. I know people are asking, what is the bid? At this point, Liverpool don't need to make a bid. Liverpool has the cash. They're saying, people, listen, make up your mind, and we come in with the briefcase. This has been the same thing Liverpool have told Newcastle since the beginning of the summer, since June, actually. Let's talk. Newcastle is the one who have not been able to have been decisiveless, Anfield Irishman, to move forward with this. From the sources, right, Irishman, Isak told them at the end that I'm not signing a new contract. I want to go to Liverpool. They were not prepared. They thought they could smooch him, give him a little bit of money, bring in Ekitike. We go into Champions League. They believe that Champions League alone will keep certain players, will get more players. Those days are over. It's not just Newcastle is not a big place or a big club. It's just they don't have the cash. They don't have liquid cash. In Buemo, they couldn't get him because they couldn't pay him the same amount Man U is paying him. Cunha, there was no context. Pedro, the list goes on. And now, Sesko. What is going on with Newcastle, Irishman? This has nothing to do with Liverpool. Liverpool has said from day one, take our money. We've been begging them to take our money. So please explain to the people and Rasta Crab, why this thing is taking too long.
Pride.
Thank you. Thank you.
Simply pride.
Thank you.
A lack of direction at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Mitchell is gone. They've gone through
Mhm.
more DOFs and CEOs and ABCs in the last year than, can of alphabet soup. It's like it's a mess there. Anybody that knows what's going on behind the scenes there will know it's an absolute mess. The guy that they put on gardening leave because he's sick with serious illness is still technically in charge there because they haven't replaced him yet. Paul Mitchell was brought in last year, got sacked. Eddie Howe is basically in charge of transfers. But,
Something that he doesn't want.
Nope.
what I heard is that basically, let's just say, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes run Liverpool. They can sign their own checks to a degree, right? They have autonomy to a degree. They don't need to go through all the work. They don't then have to ring up John Henry and say, John Henry, okay, is it okay if we buy Fofana? Is it okay if we buy Leone from Parma? They're allowed to make those decisions themselves. At Newcastle, you have to ask a guy who then goes to another guy, who then goes to another guy, who then goes to another guy, and it goes all the way up the chain. And it's been stated as a fact by journalists that they've missed out on transfers because it took them too long to get the okay from the people in charge. So they don't know how to run Newcastle because they don't really understand what Newcastle is yet.
Right.
If I was the kind of guy that was in the business of doing that kind of thing, I would be finding out if they were interested in selling that club. Because I think they realize they can't game the system there the way they wanted to.
No.
And I think if they lose Isak, it'll put them in perspective the reality of football and where they are right now in football. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if in 5 years' time they sell up this club and it'll be tracked back to this summer where they couldn't buy anybody and they had a big star taken off them, even though they've got all the money in the world and they got back into the Champions League. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a domino effect that led to them just kind of giving up on Newcastle. So I just think it's pride. I mean, the football people in the building aren't making the decisions. Like, well, Paul's saying, like the ones that are left, they're not allowed. Eddie Howe has basically come out and admitted, in a statement, what Isak would have said himself, it's a short career. Eddie Howe came out and said, I know, I was a player. I know it's a short career. I completely understand Alexander's position.
Yeah.
As a football man, he's like, let the guy go, give me that 150, and let's get on with some spending.
Facts.
He's realistic, but the owners, they're like, no, digging our heels in. He's not for sale. So that's where we are, I think. That's how I read it.
No, I mean, Fuzzy, Irishman has hit the nails.
Yeah, he did.
Bullseye on that thing
How
right
can you
there.
follow up on that, man? Come on, Quasi. Maybe you go first, man.
I mean, this is the thing where you see, I don't want to insult any cultures, but a lot of time this has to do with class, right?
Yeah.
Class as in upper echelon with people with a lot of zeros at the end of their bank account. They're thinking we got the fan base, which they do, and they got the zeros. If you mix that together, you have a Real Madrid, basically. That's what they're thinking. Why would you want to leave this? We got to do this project. Bigger clubs have said the same thing and still lose their players.
Yeah.
Liverpool went through this. The institution of English football went through this. At one point, we could not keep our players more than 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the player came in, another club is saying, this player is being linked to this player. Brother, he just walked into the door. You have to go through this, right? Unless you have bad players like Manchester United do.
Yep.
Then people are not looking at your players. But this situation, Irishman said, pride. They assume that Champions League is be or end all. That thing is not like that anymore. Players are not just going in just for Champions League.
Yeah.
They're going for something that is going to last. Like Eddie Howe said, football career is not that long anymore. You know, it's not that long anymore. So what do you think? They think they can rewrite the storylines? I mean, look at what City has to do to become a powerhouse. They had to break the law, 125 charges.
And they might get away with it the way it's going.
The way things are going, they think we forgot. Go ahead, Fazzy.
No. With me, can I be honest with you guys? I've got to be serious. I think once the player says he's going, he's gone. There's no way back. Coutinho, Torres, Suarez, whatever player that was before them and after them. When they said they were going, they're going. I have a feeling is what Irishman said. Pride. That's number one. I have a feeling they've agreed the player is going. That's why they're going left, right, and center to get a replacement for him at the moment. Sometimes what people need to understand, this is the biggest transfer, obviously, in British football history. So that alone will take time for the player to come to Liverpool. Yeah. Number two, Newcastle have to show they're fighting. Otherwise, it's going to end up like the days of Andy Cole leaving Man United. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So they're not going to give you the player just like that. Even though you agreed the deal, they're not going to give you just like that. They're gonna have to show the fans they're fighting for this player. Right. And that's what they're doing before he goes. So when he leaves, he'll be the enemy to the fans, not the actual coaching staff and all that stuff. So this is
Fuzzy, real quick, before you finish that point, let me throw a wrench into what you're saying. Don't you think, yes, there's sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
But the whole world sees that, brother, there's rules to this money game, right? If it was a situation where Mike Ashley was still the owner, we understand. But this time you got PSR. Everybody knows you are the richest man on the planet. Yet there's a rule that is handcuffing you. But everybody sees that, brother, you are starving. You are in the middle of the desert with salt in your mouth. Take the money, go get some water, and then move on.
Trust me, I know what you're saying, Quasi, but I know Newcastle. Irishman knows Newcastle. They are a very proud club. If you let the player go straight away, there'll be hell at Newcastle. There'll be people going in the streets, going on riots. So they have to show the fans they're fighting. That's the whole point. Give it a couple of weeks, or a week probably. I think the player will be at Liverpool. I've got no doubt about that. Because the way it's going, it looks like the player has decided to go to Liverpool. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
I remember Andy Cole going to Man United. When the Newcastle fans heard that, there was an uproar. Kevin Keegan had to come down to the steps and apologize to the Newcastle fans.
Remember Premier League moment. Iconic Premier League moment.
Iconic Premier League
Keegan
moment.
on the steps.
And he had to apologize to the fans. You know what I mean? There was a bunch of them. I don't know, over 100, maybe 200 people outside the stadium asking why Andy Cole left. They don't want to go through that thing again. So what do you do in the life, guys? I've always said it. Learn from past mistakes to not make mistakes in the future. And that's what they're doing at the moment. Pride. Yeah, Irishman is right. It's all about pride, man. And this is why it's taking so long at the moment. I know what you're saying, but they just got Ramsdale from Southampton in just now, and they're trying to get Sesko. They fight with Man United back and forth for some reason. I don't even know what Man United are in the equation. Strange. They're not in Champions League football. They don't look like they're going to be in Champions League football in the next 3 years, let alone like next year or so. So I don't understand that transfer. But once they things are going to be moving along very quickly, very soon. We need him in preseason. We need him to integrate with these players. We need him, obviously, to be the focal point for next season as well. I'd rather get him in preseason than, when the transfer is still going, when the season starts or something like that. I don't want to go through that. I just want to get him in the next couple of weeks, just get it through the door. And, here we go. Liverpool again, innit? Another season, we go for the Premier League.
But this is the thing, though. Yes, I get what you're saying, that sometimes you have to, I'm sorry, but you have to let the player be the bad guy. Right,
but that's what they're gonna do.
That's what they're trying. They've tried it with their news journals to kind of make him look like, oh, he wants more money and it's all about greed. They've tried to send their other team from Saudi Arabia to get him and then find a way to bring him back. We've seen all the tactics, but the thing is, the more they'll drag it on, the more they look bad. Because I will 1,000 agree with you, Fazi, if they were able to sign other players.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's not even the striker position that they can't even find players. It's the whole team. They've lost about 4 players around the first team?
And
they haven't replaced it.
In the last year, I've heard 25 players said no to them.
You see what I mean?
So
you have
this window in the last year or so. So there you go.
They left Eddie Howe. I agree with Pops and Irishman. They let Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe was even told them he is not coming back.
He's not coming back, yeah.
His mind has switched. He's not coming back. If you bring him back, you force him to come back, he's going to be a toxic person in the dressing room. And his teammates kind of agree with him because his teammates don't want to be the next Isak. Bruno is looking at it like, okay, I want to see how you guys manage it, because if you don't manage it well, next year I'm putting in my transfer request. I don't, bump the money. I will make it. The other team will give me a bonus. I will make it back. So yes, show some oomph, but at the same time, you got to be smart about this, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't want Coutinho to go. I don't care what people say. Klopp did his best to keep Coutinho in the club. He didn't want that player to go because there was no other Coutinho elsewhere on the planet, unless you go get Messi or Suarez.
Yeah.
Right?
On that player, they asked him the same question, Coutinho. Would you do it again? He said yes. Leaving Liverpool the way he did. So
that's also called pride.
Idiot.
Yeah, they go suffer. That's why he's suffering, right? But I'm just saying, we kept the 142 million. We bought some cryptocurrency, some crypto, which we're gonna do with the Lucho money.
Yeah.
So the next 5 to 7 years, we're gonna be, investing in that, and then probably try to see who, Lamar, when he turns 25, Liverpool is gonna put in that crypto, the Lucho money, to bring him to Liverpool. The idea is, I'm sorry, Newcastle fans, you guys are gonna suffer because you don't have the right people at the helm of your club. First of all, you lost some heavyweights in the front office. One of them went to Manchester United, right? But that guy was useless. He left 2 months? He left like 2 months into the job.
Back in England now with the England thing. Yeah.
You see what I mean? Yeah. So Irishman, man, we know this is gonna happen. It's inevitable. This is like Thanos, right? It's gonna happen. But at this point, the more you drag it on, thinking that you're not hurting Liverpool. I said 4D, I think it was Redbird or Ali who said Liverpool was playing a 5D chess. A lot of rival fans did not see this coming. Newcastle fans thought that, they forced us to buy a player that we didn't want. They're not knowing that it was the plan all along. If Irishman, you were advising what's his name, PIF or Mohammed Ibn, I don't want to butcher his name, why would you tell him to call Newcastle and say, hey, people, listen, take the money and let's move on?
Well, good luck making that phone call. I mean, we said, like, most people, like, kind of like, don't want to offend them, but like slightly older fans like us, fans that have been around more than 5 minutes, every single one of us knew that that he was going to have to force this transfer. It was always going to come down to Isak forcing a transfer. Everyone,
facts.
We knew that. We knew it was going to take to this point. It was never going to be, we get it. Thanks for everything. You're doubling your money. They paid 62, getting 150. They're doubling their money. Everybody should have been happy, but no, we knew he was going to literally have to go on strike to force this. And those ones, they don't get done quickly, do they? The elephant in the room is, look, if they'd gone out yesterday and got £70 million Gyökeres, we'd be in a different conversation. I think that's really the unfortunate issue here. I think the more it comes down to it, like, hey, if they don't get another striker, what did they do? What would you do if you were Newcastle and Isak was still there and the window was going to close and you've missed out on all your striker targets? What would you do? Would you still sell him? Or would you force him to stay? I don't know. This could get messy. It's already messy.
It is messy. The idea is the fact that they are only looking at the striker position instead of looking at elsewhere. Build the team, because their defense is older now, which they need to focus on. Their midfield need maybe 1 or 2 people because you're going to be in the Champions League. Elanga is not the answer. He's just a supplement. I think they've wasted so much time that from now on, everybody's sitting there waiting and say, oh, so you got 150 million, right? Oh, you want our midfielder? Give us 85.
Yep.
Now you have a problem. That's what I'm saying. Yes, in the beginning, it was good to fight for the player. We don't want to get bullied by these so-called Big Six, what they call them, the cartels, the Big Six cartels, and now you have a bigger problem because Liverpool has done their work perfectly. We haven't said anything. This is probably one of the best transfer tactics of muscling somebody without saying one single word. If you guys don't know anything, read the book called The Art of War by Shensu. Win the battle without fighting any shot. That's exactly what Liverpool did. So now you have put yourself in a situation where you don't have any more options. You're focusing on the striker. You have an aging team. You have Champions League. That means you need to build a depth. I thought they learned their lesson from the first Champions League that they went to, but apparently not.
Nope.
So Fuzzy.
They played the other day, Quasi. Does anybody?
Yeah.
They played Arsenal the other day. Wilson is gone. Isak isn't there. What did they do? Did they start like some kid up front or Gordon? Or
Good question. I didn't watch that game. Did anybody watch it, Fuzzy?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure they have no strikers.
Let me check.
I think there's some young kid, some guy, Osula or something. I mean,
they lost 3-2, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Big up to Ali. He said 5D chess.
They played that Osula, up front, the number 18. That Tonali in midfield, Ramirez, Willock, Gordon, Elanga. So yeah, it's more or less the same players they always have, really, but just minus Isak, and that's it, really.
Now this thing has been a mess, and Newcastle fans should not be mad at Liverpool. Liverpool just taking an opportunity that it's been presented.
How could they be mad at Liverpool when Alan Shearer came out with the Trent thing? When he said,
good point. He's the one who said Trent can do whatever he wants, right?
Exactly. So
okay.
Where is he now? Like, is he saying the same thing about Isak or not?
No, last time I saw was he went to Isak's house with a bucket of KFC, which was that alone was, Rasta's talking about need some defense show up. We shopping attackers like crazy. Worrying. No, there's no worrying about this.
Rasta is disagreeing with me. He's saying I disagree. He wants it quick. I'm thinking to myself, Rasta, wasn't you one of the guys who wasn't believing Quasi when he said that?
That man is changing his tune all of a sudden.
He said, I swear I wasn't here when he said we're not getting Isak.
Brother,
message. I swear I saw a message.
Get him.
I mean, Rasta crap. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Make up your mind, bro.
Rasta crack is starting to sound like Newcastle right now.
I don't forget, me. I was there when you said that we're not getting Isak. I forget it. But now you want to talk about Isak? Make up your mind, bro. Yeah, he's coming, man.
Now he said, I said they don't have to sell. Rasta, you have the most. I think you should be a politician.
I'm telling you, man.
Now look at that. He's the victim now. Your team, you're me now. Rasta, we told you from day one. We opened the door. Yep. Why that jar? Come on in, brother. Come on in. You said no, it's not gonna happen. There's no way Liverpool will spend another 100 million. Newcastle is not gonna sell. People, at this point, just to see with everything that's going on, big up to McAllister's back in full training today. So is Ekitike is joined the rest of the team. And yes, we do need to talk a little bit about that center back position. I put a post in on Saturday during the call-in show. The manager said something. I just saw half of the what he said, and I was worried. And then one of the callers told me, no. He said more than that. People, I do not want to hear the manager telling me we have Gravenberch who did very well in the center back position, and that's what he could also deputize there. This is the same mistake Jurgen Klopp did, and then FSG was the one who got blamed for it. And I remember the guy who I don't even agree with told him this is a risk. He told that guy, hey, you mind your own business, go do those things that you do. What's his name? Carragher told him, you need a center back, and he said, mind your own business. I do not want us to say, oh, we got Endo and we got Gravenberch who are very good in the center back position. I'm hearing Robo. Did you see what Preston did to Robo on the center back position? So please, I don't want to hear we have alternative that is not a center back by trade. If we have alternative, it better be a 23-year-old kid coming from the academy. I personally believe we need 2 center backs. Irishman, what do you think?
Oh yeah, it's been, I believe, he did also say we haven't replaced Kwanzaa yet.
Yes.
I mean, he did say that. Bit of an odd one, definitely, for him to come out and name check Gravenberch as someone who can play there. Pretty odd, especially when you saw how he got kind of done against AC Milan.
Oh my God!
When he was playing in that role, he got exposed because he's not a central defender. He got, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Even before we sold Kwanzaa, I wanted us to buy a new centre half because we haven't bought a centre half since Ibu. Just to freshen it up, bring in someone to compete with Ibu.
Yeah.
Then we sold Kwanzaa. So you're already looking at, it has to be at least one properly, fully experienced international strong centre half, not another young kid. That's the very least we need. Plus a Kwanzaa replacement, a young centre half, because we haven't got anything coming through the ranks. There's nothing happening there. So it's, we're all people are saying, why are we talking about Isak and why are we not talking about centre halves? It's because Isak is much more fun to talk about, but we're also definitely in for him. And there's no word, there's not a single link anywhere to us being into centre since Mark Gahey. There hasn't been one. So there's absolutely no news to go on. So it's well, we definitely need a centre half, but show me the latest.
We Irishman, we can't make up with this shit.
Yeah, there's just nothing out there.
Yeah. People, please hit the like button, please. We need to get to 50 likes, people. Come on, man. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, people. There's 145 of between both platforms. We need to get to 50 likes minimum. Please subscribe if you haven't. Go to my brother's Fuzzy's channel. Go to Irishman's channel. And of course, we have the royalty in the building. Rasta, who's here, definitely doing what his name says. The crab, who's walking sideways now. Now he's saying that he never said that. He said, I did not.
Did not say what?
He said he never said that Isak was not coming to Liverpool. What? The fans, the community are holding him accountable, and he seems like he's trying to slide through the back, the side door and run away. Rasta, come back here to the front of the barbershop. But yeah, Faz, talking about this center back position, man. At this point, man, I love Joey. Joey has been a long-serving player. He has served the club to the best of any person who serves a company. But right now, man, this Achilles, don't tell me it's just a minor Achilles. If it was a minor Achilles injury, he doesn't need to fly back home.
Exactly, man.
At this point, Mr. Edwards, pull the plug, man. Pull the plug. He can stay and get his medals because I believe we're going to win trophies. But rely on him alone, nah. Right now, we have 2 players at center back. Like Irishman eloquently said, we haven't even replaced Kwanzaa yet.
We haven't even replaced Matip. What are you talking about?
We still haven't replaced Matip yet. You know what I mean?
That's what, what's funny? We was discussing that when Kwanzaa was here. We still need another center back. Now we need 2, and people haven't grasped on that. You have to understand, we need 2 center backs, not just 1. So if you think Gomez is going to stay fit throughout the season, then I think you're fooling yourself. He's going to let you down. Unfortunately, it's already happened. Yeah. We can't rely on Gomez. So we only got Konate and Van Dijk. Van Dijk will stay fit as long as possible. Everybody knows that. But he's aging at the same time. So he will need a rest. With the amount of games that's going to come for Liverpool Football Club, if we're going to go for all the trophies that is as well. So we're going for the Premier League, the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. That's 4 trophies. If we're going to, and plus obviously the Community Shield, people say that's a trophy. I don't know why. If we're going to go for all those trophies, we need a squad that's more than capable of backing each other on the pitch. Last season, what happened? We didn't have the depth, so we didn't go for the Champions League because of that. But we won the Premier League by a canter. So listen, guys, we can't muck about. The centre back position is important, Virgil van Dijk is going to be here for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't you, as a football club, be ready for like doing it now, like getting his replacement while he's still here? You can learn under him. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Because I don't see Konate being the long-term successor to Virgil, because he hasn't got that, captaincy, the leadership like Van Dijk has, and the consistency at the same time as well. Because we can't step away from things like that. That's what we need to look for, guys. Yeah, centre backs are a must. I don't think we need one. I think we need two. I can't rely on Gomez anymore. Like, he's in a training camp and he's injured. He hasn't even played. He's injured. Like, come on, man. Like, what is going on? Like, we've got to be serious here. If you want to win a championship, you don't put Gravenberch in the centre back position.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, you don't put Endo in a centre back position. I mean, so you got to get the players that's more than capable of doing that. There's always centre backs out there that listen. We was going for Upamecano, I think that's his name, the one for Leipzig. He plays for Bayern Munich now. Player everybody was looking at, but we went down the other direction and got his partner, which is Konate. So there's always centre backs out there people don't expect to be as good as what they are. But when they come to Liverpool football clubs, it's a different story. I mean, they perform in a high level. So let's do that again, man, because I'm tired of like relying on midfielders to be a centre backs. Nah, man.
Yeah.
If we want to win Champions Leagues and all that stuff, get the centre backs in. I mean, I honestly think they have someone ready, because I can't believe they're that stupid, especially our recruitment team, getting rid of Kwanzaa, but you haven't got no replacement for him. What kind of nonsense is that? Don't make sense. Yeah, so just I think Gay's coming, guys. I honestly do.
Yeah. Yeah, that the window will not be successful if they don't bring at least one centre back, which I believe Gay.
I'm just gonna have it to you.
Okay. Right now, Irishman, I see Chelsea's about to get Hato. Why don't we go in and get him? He could be Kwanzaa replacement. You bring in Gehi and Hato, you have a very successful transfer window.
I think no. Hato's still very young, and he's basically more of a Marco Corella replacement. He's not viewed in Holland as an out-and-out centre half yet. He's seen as a left back and a centre half, both. But he's got most of his experience at left back. I think Chelsea are buying him not to play centre half. I think they're back on Marco Corella role. So I don't think we needed someone in his position, I think, or of his profile, because, to replace Matip and Kwanzaa, I don't want to replace with another 18-year-old kid. I want to bring in like two players like Mark Gahey. I don't want it to be Mark Gahey and an 18-year-old. I know it's going to be hard to do that, but that's just too young for me, too inexperienced, and too left-hand side. Like, because there was, there's a conversation. Like, obviously, it was kind of a bit of fun or whatever. But when we were looking for left backs, like before we bought Kirkes, it was online somewhere. I can't remember where it was on one of the lads' things, that it not in an argument or a disagreement or anything, but they'd had a kind of a discussion about it. And Virgil van Dijk, his pick for left back for Liverpool was Hato. He wanted to bring in Hato for left back, and Slot wanted to bring in Kirkes. But it was kind of like that was the name, but he was pushing him for left back, not for central defense.
Oh, okay.
And maybe in years to come, you could develop into it. But I just think we need two ready-made centre halves. I wouldn't even mind like bringing in a Hato or bringing in a Gahey and bringing in like, it's not something we really do, but a kind of a Shaqiri type, an older experienced sort of guy, maybe like 28, 29. I don't know. But I'd love to bring in some experience at the back, especially with the uncertainty with Ibu.
Right. No, I agree.
Maybe the Palace thing, though, maybe that's what's holding up the Gahey deal, is because Palace are just been sold and they've got that court case going on. Maybe that's a reason there's a hold up with the Palace end on it. Who knows?
Honesty is asking. Okay, first of all, once they say we need to bring Crab into the court, we have to bring Rasta to the court for all the crime he's committed against the community. Now he ran away. We will find you, Rasta. We will find you. Question: name center back on Ibu level, they won't have asked for higher wages. The thing is, um, Ibu is still young. People forget that. He's what, 25 now? Um, Honestly, I'm finding it very hard to find a center back at his level. Yet, a lot of Liverpool fans still feel like he's not as high as people put in. But if we were to bring a center back at his level, it has to be that Leipzig center back. Is it Lukeba or whatever his name is? But he will need time to gel. Just like Ibu came to Liverpool, it took him quite a bit to actually acclimatize, to Liverpool. It's very hard right now. The center back position is also getting very, very, very weak in the market. If you get any center back, you have to take your time with them and work with them. You can't assume you bring in a center back and they're going to be like Virgil and Konate right away. There's going to be some growing pains. But I agree with the guys. We need to bring in some center back. I do not want to hear the manager saying, well, I have this player already, so he could deputize. Yeah, that player can deputize if we get a red card. You know what I mean? Or there was, knocking on wood on an expected injury reason. So you put Gravenberg or Endo into the center back, or we trying to finish a game and there's pressure on that. So you move the man them into center back to show up the game. Do not make the same mistake as Klopp did and say, oh, I have this. Bro, you don't have it. Go spend the money. You see what I mean? But big up to Redbird, man. Thank you so much for being in the building. The Ken is saying Gehi and Cresswell. A lot of people have said Giovanni Leone. I always get a little bit skeptical about Italian players because they don't travel to England well. They do well in Germany. They do well in Spain, in France. But when it comes to England, man, Italian players, I mean, Calafiori, I remember Liverpool fans losing their mind because Liverpool pulled out of that deal and gave it to Arsenal. Have you seen his injury record before and then after since he came to Arsenal? So, but yeah, the center back position is very, because I think in the fullback positions we are good, both sides. Midfield, we good. Attack, we're gonna be great. The next position is a center back, and then next year or maybe by January, we will need an out-and-out defensive, because the manager cannot talk about Gravenberg going to center back when he doesn't have an out-and-out pure destroyer that everybody's been crying for all these years. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they are not that stupid and not show up that position before the window is over. But before we get out of here, man, Fuzzy, what do you got for the people, and what do you think we should be looking up this week? I know Isak deal for me is virtually done. It's just Newcastle, like Irishman saying, the pride is making it last. Remember, the month of July is over this week. And then after that, we got 30 days for this window to close. Can you hear us, Fuzzy? The man went to drink tea and forgot his stuff. Irishman, you could take it, man. Because I think Fuzzy is having the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I hope.
What can I hear them?
I hope. Oh, I mean, he's got us.
Fuzzy, can you hear us? Yeah, he's having a difficulty. Go ahead.
Just look for sales. Hopefully, Nunes will go this week. Another rumor today about AC and Juve. So
yeah, but I think they want him for loan though.
Yeah, but it'll open up the squad space, and it'll be with an obligation. We won't be loaning them without an obligation. So
right,
yeah, just to open up that space. Chiesa even, because we need to start doing that. Regardless of Isak, we've got to start turning over. We spent a lot of money, and we were all saying, "Oh, we're going to get this, we're going to get that." Okay, well, it started now. The big money with Diaz. So Elliott and Nunes could be bringing close to another 100 million easily.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, get that done quickly and be able to move on. So I'm hoping to see a few sales coming up this week.
I agree. QT Mod is asking if you have a stream later today.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Okay.
Not sure yet.
Fuzzy, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, so, before we get out of here, what do you think? What is your expectation of the Liverpool transfer business? And, and if you have anything coming up today or, sometime this week?
I don't know. Something might break very soon. So if anything breaks, I'll do something today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I might. Well, tomorrow I'll go back to work for a couple of days, but I'm gonna go to Liverpool on Sunday. So we'll go watch the game on Monday. So I'm gonna go down there and do that. So I'm gonna prepare for that. But yeah, the streams are spontaneous. I just do it whenever I'm available to do it. So
okay,
everybody knows on that channel how it works now. Yeah, as for the transfers, I'm expecting obviously a centre back to come in. I'm expecting obviously Isak. I'm pointing out that Isak is coming in to Liverpool. we will buy him. Before I had my reservation, I wanted another player. But I'm all for Isak now coming to Liverpool, so I'm looking forward to that. Gahey, I think, is a bit like a big possibility in my opinion. There's too much. It's like Irishman said, that's the only player we've been speaking about in regards to defense, and he's got every attributes to be a Liverpool player in regard to availability as well as quality as well as leadership. So he's got all that things that Liverpool need in a defender, and he could share that centre back position with Konate and himself, or Van Dijk and himself, or Gomez and himself as well. So with him, I've got a feeling he will come because there's too much into it for him not to come. But I still think we've still got to search for the Van Dijk replacement, guys. I don't want to go for another 30 years looking for a centre back. Let's put it like that. You need a guy who's always available.
Yeah,
who's as good as listen. Being as good as Van Dijk is difficult. For every
we're not gonna find another one, so let's just.
We're not gonna find another one, but something closer to that. Let's hope we could find that.
Right.
And yeah, man, that's the way. Just get a centre back in. Most probably the one everybody wants as well with a centre back and a striker is a winger from the I think from the right hand side. Forget about the left. I think a cover for Salah is needed. You know what I mean? Or his eventual, his replacement eventually. If you know what I mean, because he's going to be here for the next 2 years. So if his replacement comes now, you could just nurture him through and eventually pass on the bat, as they say. So that's what we've got to look at. I don't know why people are not concentrating on things like this, because we need to start thinking about the future as well.
Right.
While these players are here, get the next generation coming who's going to replace them, man. They don't have to play every game. Back them.
Yeah. No, these guys are speaking facts, man. People in the building, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Let's leave on a high. 50 likes, people. If everybody in the building right now hit the like button, we get to 50. So please, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Road to 1,000. Anfield Irishman has a what do you call it? Forfeit for Kwesi. He says, the sauces have not been saucing, but I'm at 98%. And it seems like it's just gonna be one hot chicken wing that I have to deal with. So, people, if you want to see Kwesi Bold, eating the hot spices because the sauces were not saucing, then I need you guys to keep subscribing, please. Thank you so much for all you guys who've been in the building. The Bajan Red family is in the house. Please go to their channel and subscribe. Subscribe to Fuzzy's channel. Subscribe to Irishman. Irishman will have a show later. Please go support him also. And I believe Fuzzy had a show earlier early in the morning for me, but wherever he's at is early afternoon. Please go check it out. Leave a comment, agree or disagree. Just be respectful. That's all we ask. Big up to all of you guys, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Great conversation. Wow, it went by quick. That's what happened when you're having fun, man. And Rasta, you think you ran away, huh? We will find you. He said we need a bucket of chicken wings, Gracie. The sauces have been solid. 98 percentile. Even Fabrizio don't have that. You see what I'm saying?
Good.
Oh man, thank you guys, man. Please just be patient with the whole Isak thing. Everybody out there is just regurgitating the same thing. Even Fabrizio keep posting the same thing over and over. Be patient. It might come quick. It might take you till the end of August. The most important pressing issue right now for me is the center backs. If we can get 2, I don't even care about the left wing anymore. Give me 2 center backs and a striker, and we're ready for this season. Somebody asked about the Sesko situation. Man U is just trying to play dirty, but I guarantee you, Man U do not have money. Bejan, stop. You need to go talk to your boy Rasta. Stop with the throwing salt into the wounds. My sources are solid, 98%, man, 98%. But back to what I was saying, Manchester United are just trying to drag the whole situation on. They don't have money. Why are you going after Sesko? You need this defense, you need a midfielder, and you have Haaland. You got, what's the other guy whose name starts? The other striker they bought from Bayern Reserve. Exactly. So what are they trying to do? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Anything you guys want to say before we get out of here, man?
No, I'm good.
All good.
Man. Thank you so much, everybody. Big up to all of you guys, man. Crazy Bold, we out. Peace.
Hey.